Hey there. Hey there. Anybody out there? All right, I guess I'm going to get started. Before I start, I'm going to put some links in the chat. Hey, y'all. I'm on my own tonight, so just bear with me for a couple minutes and I'm going to get started. Can you guys hear me? Too loud? I'm going to do a Leonard Cohen song to start out with. It's, I guess, a little bit of a prayer. The birds, they sing at the break of day. Start again, I heard them say, don't dwell on what is passed away or what is yet to be. Yeah, the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be caught. Okay. I got nervous because I had technical difficulties and for like 30 seconds and it gave me a heart attack. So I'm just going to start this again because I think people are still rolling in. You can just pretend that was the sound check. The birds, they sing at the break of day. Start again, I heard them say, don't dwell on what is passed away or what is yet to be. Yeah, the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be caught again. Bought and sold and bought again. The dove is never free. We asked for signs, the signs were sent. The birth betrayed, the marriage spent. Yeah, the widowhood of every government. Signs for all to see. I can't run no more with that lawless crowd. killers in high places say their prayers out loud. They've summoned up a great big thundercloud, and they're gonna hear from me. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. You can add up the parts, you won't have a sum. Strike up a march, there is no drum. Every heart to love will come, but like a refugee. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. All right. We had to start with a prayer about imperfection so that I can feel free to be imperfect for the rest of the night. Can you hear me? I've been playing with the sound all day and realizing that what I really need is some new equipment and a new soundboard. But we got what we got for now. I'm going to do a really old song. Whatever the consequence, whatever the cost, let's chop off my branch of the family tree. Don't try to save me, I'm already lost. I stood on the side of the road and stuck out my thumb. Oh baby, I knew you'd come. Do what you want with me and I won't care. Rattle my chain and lead me anywhere. Am I running away or am I going home? Only the devil knows. Let's not pretend this is about innocence or hospitality or common sense, so you can hold me down or drag me back to the light. Either way, it serves me right. You never promised me freedom. You never promised me love. You can't go straight to hell for all I care. Save me a seat, honey, I'll meet you there. By the fireside, we'll be reconciled. A warm bed for the wayward child. Okay, here we go. So great to see everybody. I see your names. I see some of your names. Whoa, 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 whoa. inside a dark cocoon, the land of the free. I get so tired of the undertow of all the things I can't let go. There is nothing we can do or say to make the river flow the opposite way. We're spending all the time these days just learning how to be okay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. We're high and dry, down and out, digging through the trash for something that's worth singing about. The wild geese are heading south. You and I are living hand to mouth. There is nothing we can do or say to make the river flow the opposite way. We're spending all the time these days just learning how to be okay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. Against us ever being honest, happy and free. So I'll dance alone in the dark night. Forgive myself when I can't find the light. I'll rip the joy from the mouth of pain, wander through the streets and look for hidden music under everything. I can feel the beat in the pouring rain. I can follow the sound of a passing train. There is nothing we can do or say to make the river flow the opposite way. The sooner we accept this life, the sooner we'll be okay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. Things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. So I have to say, I have an ongoing argument with my producer over whether or not we're going to re-record that song. I think we should, and he thinks we should, but he thinks we should get a real blues singer to do it. I wrote myself a song that some would argue I don't sing right, but it's my song, so I'm going to sing it the way I sing it. Anyway, if you know of any good blues singers that want to duet with me on that in the studio, let me know. Speaking of my producer, sometimes I take in an old song and want to redo it, and we end up sort of tearing it apart or adding some adding some new stuff, new sections, and then I end up with this song that I wrote that I can't play anymore. And so this is actually, I've relearned this one, and this is the first time I'm going to be performing it in the new arrangement. It's a song about dance envy. Because I grew up Mennonite, and I didn't get the dancing gene. And I've spent a lot of time standing up against walls watching other people dance and wishing I felt like joining them, or kind of feeling like joining them. Anyway, this is Overthrown. Once upon a time when everything was going fine, I threw myself into a mess. I saw you move, I took a risk. You threw your head back in the light of the moon that fragile night, shook the demons from your hair, inhaled the music with the air. Baby, I am afraid of you. You dance like the spirits do. The way you arch, the way you arch, the way you bend. You can make me feel again. I want music in my mouth. I want you to show me how. There's a fire in your step, smell of peaches on your breath. I'm the moonlight overthrown. You're the hot front from the west. Every time you ask to dance, I say no, but I mean yes. They clear the tables off the floor. I want to dance, but I'm not sure how to move and how to be when the music seizes me. I take a step, but I'm too shy. I'm thinking how I wanna fly across the room, out of my head, out of here into your bed. I want music in my mouth. I want you to show me how. There's a fire in your step, smell of peaches on your breath. I'm the moonlight overthrown. You're the hot front from the west. Every time you ask to dance, I say no, but I mean yes. Yes. Maybe there's an explanation for this paranoid vibration, the undertow beneath the sea that's pulling you away from me. My instincts have been dispossessed. My cadence is on house arrest. Baby, I am afraid of you. You dance like the spirits do. The way you arch, the way you move, like wind around a darkened moon. I played that just like I dance. I'm glad I told you all it was my first time playing it, because, you know, it makes it easier when you screw up. Now we're going to get into the sad section. I'm going to play something that's we're recording right now, and I'm really, really excited about the recordings that we're doing. It's got a lot of going with more synth sounds and fewer guitars and pianos. I have a single coming out hopefully next month from that project, but the rest of the album probably won't be out till next year. But anyway, this is one that we're in mid-progress on the recording, and it's called Rose of Jericho. Darkest desert night when the moon looms large and the sky burns red. Still my beating heart, all my colors fade and I'm left for dead. If you see me curling between the reins like a fist clenched tightly around the pain, I can wait like this for 1,000 days. I will spring to life when you call my name. Oh, I'm a rose of Jericho. Do you see me here like a withered branch, like a widowed bride? Do you understand how it feels to love when you're dead inside? If you see me curling between the reins like a fist clenched tightly around the pain, I can wait like this for 1,000 days. I will spring to life when you call my name. Oh, of Jericho. There's a story going round that I'm a dried up piece of old debris, brittle as a winter tumbleweed, just a drop to quench my thirst. I'll stretch my arms across the earth, and white blooms rise from the fallow dirt. Be my wind and rain when I find my way back into your bed. Let's not resurrect all the time we lost or the words unsaid. If you see me curling between the reins like a fist clenched tightly around the pain, I can wait like this for 1,000 days. I will spring to life when you call my name. Oh, of Jericho. Oh, I'm a rose of Jericho. Oh, I'm a rose of Jericho. Thanks everybody being here. I put some links to my, if you are welcome to watch this show for free. You are also welcome to leave a tip if you have the means. I put it in the top of the chat, but it's paypal.me/Jessica Smucker. And there's also a Venmo, Jessica-SmuckerGeorge. I'm gonna do an Ani DeFranco song. It's not really the kind of song that you'd cover, but it's one that I've loved for a long time, and it's my show. I'm gonna do it. How can I go home with nothing to say when I know you're gonna look at me that way and say, what did you do out there? What did you decide? You said you needed time and you had time. You are a china shop and I am a bull. You are really good food and I am full. I guess everything is timing. I guess everything's been said. So I am coming home with an empty head. You said, did they love you or what? I said, they love what I do. The only one who really loves me is you. You said, girl, did you kick some butt? I said, I don't really remember, but my fingers are tired and my voice is too. You said it's really good to see you. You said I missed you horribly. You said, let me carry that, give that to me. And you will take the heavy stuff, and you will drive the car. And I look out the window making jokes about the way things are. How can I go home with nothing to say when I know you're gonna look at me that way and say, what did you do out there? What did you decide? You said you needed time and you had time. You had time. You have time. All right. I think it's time to introduce a new song. First, it's time to drink a sip of wine. How's everybody doing? I know there's a little bit of a delay, but you can tell me how you're doing if you want to while I sip my wine. It's really good wine. Wish I could share it with you. So I've been on this kick of writing these really kind of dark, dismal love songs with optimistic, misleading titles. So this one it's called Bright Blue Sky. I may be adding a bridge. But for now, this is what I've got. There comes a time in every big love. It where our love won't haunt my days. What kind of life is out there anyway? I sit and wait under the bright blue sky. Can't tell you what I'm waiting for. Why? I wanna hit the open road and let the door slam on your tensed up toes. But I have decided not to leave today. I have decided to stay. So that's Bright Blue Sky. And, you know, I kind of planned a shorter set tonight because I haven't been sleeping well or playing well. But right now, in this moment, with you, I feel like I'm living well. So I'm going to do a few more songs. We'll keep on the sad love songs theme, and then we'll end with a real doozy of a sad song. I'll try to make you laugh at least once in between. I know there's at least one person in the audience who will particularly appreciate me playing this song. When it's time to move on, there's no moon in the sky. The darkness is full of the how and the why. We wrestle, our angels don't wanna be wise. We try to ignore all the obvious signs, but here it comes again. I've been embracing the kind of denial that knows what it is but holds on for a while. The sooner I know this, the sooner I'll leave you. But I don't have the time or the courage to grieve you. Here it comes again. Oh, the bittersweet end. I look up at the stars, nothing catches my eye. You're in my heart, but you're not in my sky. When the clouds move in, it's our final refrain. I know where you're going after the rain. Holding my breath, I plug up my ears like I'm practicing death. I hold your hand tighter, I fight for you harder. I'm thirsty, and you were my last sip of water. It comes again. The bittersweet end. Here it comes again. I look up at the stars. Nothing catches my eye. You're in my heart, but you're not in my sky. When the clouds move in, it's our final refrain. I'll be alone here after the rain. I'm not apologizing, but I really hate it when I screw up the super emotional parts. So, Sam, I owe you that one again next time. I'm going to do a really, really old song. It's been fun to dig up some of my back catalog for these shows. And it's an old song, but it still has one of my favorite lines I've ever written. See if you can pick out the line. I'll give you a hint. It's the darkest one in the song. This is Brooklyn Bridge. If I could take you anywhere right now, we'd climb the Brooklyn Bridge. I'd show you how to see the whole wide world inside your camera lens. But you'd waste all your pretty shots on me instead. We'd throw our voices out to meet the edge, even though competing steamboats have the upper hand. And every time I make a little dent, there's nowhere left for me to go but home again. You wrote a song that set my blind love free, took your guitar and moved away from me. And ever since my days are all the same, tuning in to hear the one you titled my name. I lay my head down on the radio and let your love sing me to sleep. This song's the only thing in life right now I'm sure I wanna keep. I've seen the tired sands of Africa, I've been to France, I've been around the world and back again. But I'm still living in the town we knew. That means I'm too much of a small town girl to hold the likes of you. The New York skyline's got me wondering if you're okay. I haven't seen you since that autumn day when you threw up in the cab and kissed my cheek, and I cleaned up and paid the tab and left you on the street. I go back home you to come out of this haze. 'Cause suicide is not the only way to kill yourself these days. Something happened when the lights went out. You rose up like a phoenix from my silent mouth and whispered in my ear till I came around. I packed up my bags with all of my rage and stormed the man who's hogging up the stage. It's not your fault you get to live like that. I don't want your life, I want mine back. Your love's the only thing in life right now that's keeping me on track. I lay my head down on the radio and let your love sing me to sleep. This song's the only thing in life right now I'm sure I wanna keep. It has been a long time since I performed that song. So this might be my last song, or I might decide to do one more. We'll see. If you have any requests, put them in the chat, and I'll consider it after this song is over. Summer's hot, but the water is cold. You swim up to me, hold out your shriveled up hands and say, I think we're getting old. I'm trying to laugh, but you're drifting away. You're saying, cheer up, angel face, nobody's dying today. There was a time when you were a snowman, melting in the yard before my eyes. The grip of your hands to the wisp of a man evaporated, drifting out of time. I want to be like the edges of the sea. Fold your sweet and broken body into me. There's a statue of a lady poised above her grave. It says she fell down a crooked staircase on her wedding day. I pass her in the crowded cemetery on my way to the bar where I'm going to drink away another day. I want to be like the edges of the sea. Fold your sweet and broken body into me. I walk around this little city. It's a trap these days. Everybody wants to leave, but everybody stays. I hold my hand out to touch the cool breeze, crunch the leaves beneath my shoe. Anything to feel alive now that I've lost you. I want to be like the edges of the sea. Fold your sweet and broken body into me. I want to be like the edges of the sea. Fold your sweet and broken body into me. Autumn was sweat and winter was blood. We thought that we could make it to the spring. Thanks, everybody. I guess I will do one more, even though nobody requested it. Because I don't have an assistant to put this in the chat for me, I'm just going to say it out loud again. If you would like to contribute to this show or to my ongoing projects, paypal.me/Jessica Smucker or Venmo Jessica-SmuckerGeorge. And you can also go to the Facebook event for this, and all that info is in there. Let's do another song about the moon. It's not really about the moon. It's called My Newest Moon. In the middle of night, when my life is asleep, the easiest questions are the ones I can't face. Like, who do you love? And what do you want? And what happens if you never decide? Ooh, but look at the moon. I want to chase it while it's still full. I'm gonna kick this habit of moving around. Maybe I'll even settle down. I'm doing my broken best, but there's freedom in loneliness. I never get close enough to care. Ooh, I'm just like the moon. spin in circles, never quite full. I want to dance with you just for a moment or two, then you can go back to what you were doing before you knew. The rub on my shoulder blade, my quickening step, the color I turn when I'm unsure. You were only the moon I wanted to chase while it was full. Now in the darkness of my newest moon, I'm waiting for a star to make my way a little clear. Who do you love? What do you want? It always comes back to that. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me tonight. I am undecided about whether I'm going to continue these over the summer. I think that as the weather gets warmer, people have more stuff to do, but stay tuned. And if I don't do them over the summer, we'll pick it up again in September. If you'd like to send me a message to beg, feel free. All right. Good night, and thanks a lot.